Hi, I'm theciaellis, and welcome to Grandma's Homestead. Alright, well, it's been kind of interesting. I told you we've been on Piglet watch for a few days, and Tom and I were sitting there watching Funniest Home Videos at Sunday evening, and Tom goes, I see something little walking around out there, and we got to look, and we had piglets everywhere. So I came out here first thing and threw some pig feed to these guys to keep them distracted, and they were doing fine. They weren't doing anything with Crystal. This fence is on, but it doesn't go all the way up. And man, we had not only little piglets over there, look, there's two of them. Let's see if I can get it. And she may even still be birthing some, I don't know. Help me. We came out because I wanted to make sure, I wanted to find out which area she was going to be before she started having piglets. And so she wasn't even in this hut. She's out here in the middle of the field, and Tom helped me set this fence up so we can keep them, because there were piglets out running around here and then over in here, and I gotta watch. I see Candy over there. I'm hoping because we've counted 10 piglets, live piglets, and one of them was stillborn. And we've got one all the way out here. All the way out here. This baby squalled. Poor mama, she's trying to get everything finished, and we keep catching piglets and bringing them back. And okay, so I think now that makes 11 live and one stillborn. Poor mama, we're making her a little bit crazy. Little piglets everywhere though. There's some more over there. They're all blonde because Mom and Dad both were blonde. Poor little thing. Again, these tubs that Sherry gifted me is going to be put to use. We're going to get it. I bought a nozzle and it came in just yesterday, and we're going to set up a water for Crystal so she can have it inside of her own pen. All right, Mama and the baby seem to be doing good. And I had them all gathered up, but I've got one little one wandering around in the pig hut. But at least they're not out of the pen. That one, I'm in the pig hut now, or the area right now. And that tree right there, it was on the other side of that tree. That was crazy. It is the next morning, and I've already checked the piglets, and they're doing really well, and I'm really grateful for that. So, you know what? We'll check on them in a few minutes. I'll show them to you again, but let's have a farm update just at the same time, because there's still some stuff going on. But I mean, spring progresses, and so there's changes to be seen, I guess. And sorry, I'm a little distracted because I kind of when all this piglet stuff is brand new to me, and with Daisy's first farrowing being so terrible that I still have a little bit of an issue when I find out that somebody's having piglets. And these guys were everywhere. These little piglets, they were out in the field. We were kept wandering around, you know, and they were just minutes old, I think. I don't know. They weren't very old. But so there's anxiety, but they're cute. They're just as cute as they can be. All right, I've got 36 layer chick eggs in here. And I think I need to stop turning them next week. Might hear the dogs bark in the background because I hear a dog barking in a spot that normally the dogs don't bark. So it's where it doesn't belong, I think. But so I'm learning some places to sell some of my animals, and that's what I'm hoping to do. So right now I am in the expansion mode again. That's what I've decided to do, and that's what we're going to be working on for at least this summer, and we'll see where it goes after that. So I can sell those. If I can sell them, that's great. If not, then I need some more layer chicks anyway. So basically, I think I'm going to keep that incubator going for the summer. As long as things sell and or work out, we'll take it as it goes. But that's my plan for right now with the incubator. I think it's been working out, me moving these guys every other day. As you see, the buck is here because, well, I had trouble catching this girl. So it took me a couple days to get her in with him. But so I got her in with him, I believe Friday. Got them separated back out, and then I got the bigger doe in with him on Saturday. So, but sometimes it's easier just to catch him. He's a sweet guy, and he actually even will stick his head out to eat some of the fresh grass and not try to get away. So that's okay with me too. And I still hear that dog now, my dogs are ignoring it. And I've been moving it so they can, but it doesn't quite come up because I guess the mesh is too dense. I don't know. So we'll get them some more grass here pretty soon too. But it's still working out. If I need more rabbit poop, see, as you can tell, I have not gotten into the rabbit poop up underneath there. So when I get that used up, I can actually elevate these guys again and get rabbit poop for a particular project, and that's going to work out. I like it. My big peach tree was not showing much signs of peaches, but we're looking, it's looking pretty good on this tree. There's quite a few peaches on this one, and that's cool. So that'll be nice. At least one tree is producing. There might be some others. This is the small pear tree, and there are a few fruits on it, and that's okay. I'm glad it only has a few on it because it is small. I mean, it's several years old, but it's still small, and too much weight would be difficult for it. So I'm glad that there's just a few, but I'm glad that there's fruit on it too. And this is my big pear tree, and there's a few fruits there. There's actually quite a few, but they're hard to see. And at first I'm going, well, are there really any on it? But there actually are some. They're just a little bit hard to see because they're still small, and some of them are almost hidden underneath some of these pear leaves. But I'm not seeing as many as I thought I would. This is that one sumac patch. See, now the dogs are barking in a whole different direction. It's one sumac patch, and it's really leafed out and full. And then you get over here, and the one that was all bare a week or so ago, it's starting to leaf out pretty good and looking, well, like sumac, I guess. These guys are much happier since they got moved to some actual grass. I'm glad. They desperately needed it. I think that's part of the problem of having animals and getting old. But maybe I can, now that my foot is finally starting to feel better, maybe I can start taking better care of things. We'll find out though. But yep, they're happy, and I'm glad. These are my asparagus cages, and I haven't harvested yet today. There's one there and one there, and this one I finally got one out of it a few days ago, but it's like I think I've gotten two spears out of this cage for the whole season so far. But these others are producing pretty good. Of course, we've still got some in the vineyard we'll get to in here in a few minutes, but let me get these harvested and then we'll move on. I'm not gonna lie, that's just why I'm glad we have cages and stuff, because down in the vineyard down there, if I'm working in it, he just plops right down and will squish whatever's in his way, just like a regular dog would. Some of my thornless blackberries are finally showing signs of life. I mean, a little bit more than what they were, for sure. I think this is one of the ones that Tom had planted from last year that we had been looking for. And then we've got some that are self-propagating. This one's out here by, well, it's just a little twig looking thing, but it is definitely a blackberry. And you see here's another one that we've been looking for and hadn't seen. So they're looking pretty good. So are the elderberries. They're looking pretty decent. And here's an apple tree with some beautiful little red apples on them. I have no idea what the varieties of these are. I just saved apple seeds, and something's been eaten on that one. Huh. And they do their own thing. And Tom says it tastes good. Here's a different apple tree, different variety. And you can tell they just look completely different. They're a little bit bigger, not as red. And these are more red, but they're little bitty. This is that last one that actually woke up later in the year than the rest of the tree, so it stands to reason that the apples are smaller right now. My garlic bed's looking pretty decent, and I was looking for grape clusters up here, and I don't see them here, but on this new growth down here, I'm getting some grape clusters. I'm not sure how well that showed up, but maybe I can find a different one to show you. Here you go. Here's some grape clusters. I believe you can see better, hopefully anyway. We're down here by the asparagus beds, and I got more weeded. Obviously not all of them, but it looks like I've got several asparagus here to harvest this morning too, and that's good. Yep, I got a few more here. But yeah, I got some more weeded, but I got a long way to go. I've got one American breastbird. I've got her isolated from the rest of them. I don't know if she's got a leg that's messed up. And it's kind of weird because sometimes it works just fine. See, right now it looks like it's working just fine. But the other birds were beating up on her pretty bad. So maybe she is getting better. I can't tell. She still acts a little funny. So I haven't decided if she's going to get to go back in with the rest of the flock here the next few days, or if she's going to be harvested. I don't want to let her get beat up, but I can't keep her here. This is where I had the ducklings before. That's the reason the interior caging and stuff like that is here. But yeah, she can stay here for a while, but she's either going to be harvested or she's going to be able to go back with the rest of the flock. We'll just have to see. The garden's looking pretty decent. The potato plants are looking good. Onions. Tom got all these tomatoes up and caged. I just watered the garden, so everything's a little bit muddy and wet. But yeah, my potatoes go down to here. My Brussels sprouts and stuff that actually survived are doing well. It looks like I've got a thistle I need to dig up. We do not do thistles here. And I'm not seeing much with the zucchini or the yellow squash, but it was 36 degrees this morning. I wasn't expecting it to be that cold. But Tom's doing pretty good. He's working on this, and I try to get in here and weed on it occasionally, but hey, progress is pretty good, I think. Well, here's one behind the thing being all cold. I'm gonna have to move this one in a little bit. And she's looking, I'm kind of riling her up. Well, because one of them was out. I don't know how they're getting out on the mesh. And but we have 11 little baby piglets running around, but one of them was outside trying to figure out how to get in, but I let her get in. I say her, I don't know what they are. I haven't looked at whether they're good or whether they're good or bad, boy or girl. Most of them are pretty white, but some of them have that funny yellow stripe that are funny. They're cute. I'm gonna see if I can get this one over here without riling Mom up too much. It's back with the rest of them. At least they can stay warm together. I don't know why they don't go into the pig hut. I did put some straw in there for them. Maybe as the sun comes out and it gets a little bit warmer, they will be more comfortable out here. Right now they're a little bit chilly. I think Mom is tired of being nursed on for a little while. But she got a good breakfast this morning. We got her a nice waterer set up. I think everything's good. We had 11 little piglets, beautiful, and she is a good mom. And Yoda over here in his own little world, just doing his own thing. I'm not gonna be able to feed him forever. He has been castrated. He's not growing, so I'll just enjoy him while he's here because he is an interesting little pig. Well, I have to admit, I find that this was an encouraging farm update. I had been watching Crystal for several days because she was acting like she was in labor 2 or 3 times, to the best of my knowledge. I'm still pretty new at this stuff, but she looked uncomfortable. She was doing some nesting stuff, and just doing things. But then day after day, it was over a week since I started watching her, and then when all those little piglets were just all over the place. One of them was way out past the field, like I was showing you earlier. Well, not past the field, but past the tree. And I never would have found that piglet if it hadn't been for Candy, my livestock guardian dog. And so I was really grateful that she showed him to me. And it's kind of interesting, too, because both dogs, even when I was out there filming, Beethoven was acting a little interested in something and looking at me, and it ended up that one of the piglets had gotten outside the net and couldn't get back in. And so both my dogs, I'm really grateful for them to that, because they're not real good with birds, as you could tell from the last video with we trying to move the the birds, Beethoven was chasing one. I mean, I was way up. I was going further to chase that bird than I had wanted to go, and I was really aggravated. But they've been really good with these pigs, the piglets, and I'm grateful for that. And then I was really grateful to get up this morning because, like I said, it got down to 36 degrees, and some of these little guys was wandering off and getting cold, and I thought, oh no, I'm going to lose half my piglets overnight because they're not smart enough to stay with mom. But they were all with mom and did pretty good. So there was one stillbirth, but she had 11 live births, so I can't complain, and she's been a good mom. All right, that's all I got for you today. I've got softball games tonight, so I'm not going to have a sunset. I will remind you that I can be found on Facebook. I know some people hate Facebook and other people really like it, but that's where I get a lot of comments and traffic and stuff like that. So I am at theciaellis and on Facebook, and you can find me there. Now on Facebook, I have to admit, not only do I put stuff that like my reels that I do a reel for quotes or scripture each day, and I post my videos and stuff on Facebook too, but also I share funny memes. I try to stay away from the political crap on Facebook because I don't want to get in trouble. Plus I get down. I mean, when you get too much into political crap, it kind of makes you depressed. So I've decided that my algorithm sends me funny stuff because that's what I look for. I look for funny, enlightening, I don't know, just to make you feel better about life and stuff. And that's what I share. So if you need a little bit of lift on what you want to see in your day, because the news is really, I mean, if you go on X and all them other stuff, you just come away thinking about half sick to your stomach. So go to Facebook, theciaellis, and look for something funny along with all the stuff that I ever do. All right, guys, that's all I got for you this time. Oh, I do have something. I found out something the other day that's really that I'm excited about, and it should be coming up with if not the next video, but the one after that. I don't know. We'll find out. But I've got something kind of exciting in the works, and I only found out about it recently, so I am excited. Well, how's that for a whole bunch of talking? Didn't tell you anything. All right, guys, I'll see you next time. God bless. Oh, yeah, they